Welcome to Richard Mabey Presents.
Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Mabey with Richard Mabey Presents. It is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024 at 11:04 in the AM. And I'm going to read Psalm 16 today. But first, going through boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. And yesterday, last night, I took out six bags of garbage stuff I threw out. Just old calendars, just, just all kinds of notes and just old records, old like old medical records and just stuff, just old stuff, So I'm getting there. Now, here's the thing. I came across this, really touched my heart. I had forgotten all about these. My dad must have had about 50 of these wooden boxes. And I don't know where he got them from, but you see how they're not nailed. There's a name for that, tongue and groove. Oh, I have to this afternoon focus and reply to comments. But you see what happened? See, this is the top, and it would slide. I got a leaf from my live oak tree. See, I put it in the box because when we move away, if we move away and when we move away, I'll have at least one leaf of my old oak tree, and it's not going to get ruined. So anyway, Dad had these down in the basement of the old Mabey homestead, on the workbench at the far end against the wall. He had about 50 of these, and they were all lined up, and then they were a whole line of them, and then on top of that was another row. And he used to use them for screws and bolts and nuts and little left-handed smoke shifters and little light bulbs. Dad had quite a collection of these variations of these little clear and red light bulbs and wires and stuff that see, when we if we got a new toaster, most people would throw the old toaster away. My father would meticulously, on a Saturday morning, listening to WOR AM radio, Rambling with Gambling, John Gambling. Put down in the comments if you remember Rambling with Gambling, Saturday morning, WOR 7:10 AM, WOR out of New York City. And they had John Gambling had a program, Rambling with Gambling. And he played like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, a lot of the big band sound, Tony Bennett. What was the Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass? Was it the Lemon Pipers? Some things like that. Peter, Paul, and Mary play. So it's kind of a neat little arrangement. And his show was on for about 4 hours. I think it was like from 7 a.m. or 7 a.m. to 7 in the morning to 11 in the morning, something like that. Rambling with Gambling, WOR. But these boxes are nice. So, and also I found, I haven't taken a look-see at this in ages, my old shoe care kit. And when I worked for AT&T, I polished my shoes every night. Not with that liquid stuff, like with the real, the hardcore. It was like in I don't have any here, but it was on a canister. It was like a wax. And check this out. Let's look at all this stuff here. Look at this. I don't want it to fall out here. How cool is that? And one was for brown. One was for, this is for the black shoes. This is for the black shoes. And this is for the brown shoes. And I only have one of these, but this was, I used it for both the black and mostly the black shoes. But every night I would polish my shoes as a kind of a discipline thing, you know. This great kiwi shoe care kit. And I also kept, they gave you enough space here. They gave you enough space. I kept the brown polish and the black polish tin. They were in tins, and they were about this size. And it was like a waxy, hard wax kind of thing. So this morning, my my dedication to good literature, I read this Tom and Jerry comic book. This is Tom and Jerry, number 152 from March 1957. They got in the back, they got an ad for Trix cereal. I don't think they make Trix cereal anymore. The gimmick was new fruit flavor, fruit color Trix. And then they had the rabbit for a while. Trix are for kids. Silly rabbit Trix are for kids. Maybe they still do make Trix. I don't know. But yeah, they're great. I love this Tom and Jerry. Cracks me up. See, Tom's eating the corn, and the two Mises, two Mises are eating the corn with him. So great comic books there. Also came across this old wrench, and I remember this being in the old barn at the Mabey homestead. I remember one time my father said that there was a whole, like a shelf in the barn, inside the barn, and a stack of these. I only have one of them, but a stack of these wrenches and pliers and all kinds of things. And they belonged, my dad said they were had originally belonged to his grandfather, William Mabey. So it'd be my great-great-grandfather, William Mabey, who lived in the, who was actually born, I think he was born around the time of the Civil War, just after the Civil War. And he built the Mabey homestead in Lincoln Park. So here's a picture of the barn. This was an old barn we had at the Mabey homestead. I miss that old barn. Great old barn there. And behind the barn was an apple tree. And the deer would come up from the woods. The deer would come up from the woods and eat the apples. It was really something to see. It's just a great old barn. So, all right, YouTube friends, time for Psalm 16. So here we go. I love this. This is giant print. I mean, this has got to be like a 14 or 16 font here. New American Standard Bible. Check it out, giant print. Great old family Bible here. Number 16. See, I got the Psalm 16 is next. The Lord, Psalm 16. The Lord, the psalmist, portion in life and deliverer in death. A Miktam of David. Preserve me, O God, for I take refuge in thee. or restores the fortune of his people. I said to the Lord, Thou art my Lord. I have no good besides thee. As for the saints who are in the earth, they are the majestic ones, in whom is all delight. The sorrows of those who have bartered for another God will be multiplied. I shall not pour out their libations of blood, nor shall I take their names upon my lips. The Lord is the portion of my inheritance and my cup. Thou dost support my lot. The lines have fallen to me in pleasant places. Indeed, my heritage is beautiful to me. I will bless the Lord who has counseled me. Indeed, my mind instructs me in the night. I have set the Lord continually before me. Because he is at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoices. My flesh also will dwell securely. For thou wilt not abandon my soul to Sheol, nor wilt thou allow thy Holy One to undergo decay. Thou wilt make known to me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. In thy right hand there are pleasures forever. Thus endeth the reading of Psalm 16. Now, what I do here is very clever. I think this is quite clever. Got my trusty cross pen. I've had this pen since 1976. So 86, 96, 06, 16. So this pen is 48 years old. So what I do is I cross out 16. And I put 17. How clever is that? Pretty clever. I thought that up myself. So Psalm 17 is next. I put that right here. This is an old family Bible. I don't know how far back it goes, but this is a old family Bible. One of these days I'm gonna fix up the binding, fix up the binding and all that. But the font, I love the font. The font's about a 16 font. It's beautiful. So all right, YouTube friends, that's a show. So please subscribe. I have 724 subscribers. I need 226 to start making money on YouTube. And I do actually I need the money. I'm getting, just for I have Medicare is very good, and the what do they call that? The additional health insurance. I forget what they call that. But anyway, but it didn't pay. This was I don't know. Things got through the loopholes or whatever. Well, I don't. They got a language all their own. So anyway, so I got some medical bills to pay. So please subscribe. That'll help me out a lot. Please leave some comments, and also like this video. Hit the bell when you subscribe. Hit the bell that you know when I put up new videos. So that's the show. So As always, thank you for watching. So stay happy, stay positive, stay healthy. This is Richard Mabey signing off.